What's going on with JoJo Siwa? From a messy breakup to tour cancellations and a headline-grabbing maybe romance, her 2025 has been a wild ride. At just 22, the former child star is navigating love, identity, and career hurdles under the world's microscope. Let's unpack the chaos, the rumors, and the truth behind JoJo's latest chapter, because there's a lot to talk about, and it's anything but boring. First up, let's rewind to where it all kicked off. Celebrity Big Brother UK in April 2025. JoJo stepped into the house as a colorful, beau-loving pop star, but she left with a whole new spotlight on her personal life. Fans noticed her getting super close with castmate Chris Hughes, a 32-year-old Love Island alum. Their chemistry was undeniable. Think late-night chats and cozy vibes that had viewers buzzing. But things got messy fast. JoJo's then-girlfriend Kath was watching from the outside, and by the time JoJo left the house, their relationship was over. Kath told outlets she felt blindsided and humiliated, with some fans pointing fingers at Chris as the reason for the split. JoJo was quick to shut that down, saying, "Chris is not why we broke up. I'd stand my ground on that." Still, the rumors of infidelity swirled, with social media lighting up over whether JoJo's heart had wandered in the Big Brother house. And that was just the beginning. But was it love or something else? That's what everyone's been trying to figure out since JoJo and Chris started popping up everywhere together. Paparazzi caught them kissing in Mexico, and their Instagram feeds, full of lovey-dovey photos, think forehead kisses and captions calling each other soulmates. Yet when asked point blank if they're a couple, both JoJo and Chris dodged the question like pros. JoJo's called him my favorite person, while Chris gushes that she makes him smile every second of every day. Sounds romantic, right? But their refusal to label it has fans split. Some say they're head over heels. Others are convinced it's a publicity stunt. One ex post summed it up. They're either in love or milking this for every click they can get. The timing didn't help. Cozy pics dropping during Pride Month had some calling it insensitive or clout chasing. Whatever's going on, their bond has kept the internet talking, and it's not slowing down. But what did this mean for JoJo's career? Well, it wasn't long before her career took a hit, or at least that's what it looked like when she dropped a bombshell. Her entire US tour, set to kick off in July 2025, was postponed. Fans were gutted, especially after she also pulled out of a Pride performance at Chicago's Backlot Bash just days before the event, citing a scheduling conflict. The backlash was swift. Some fans wondered if the cancellations tied back to her relationship with Chris, with one commenter on X saying, "Is she ditching her US fans to chase love in the UK?" Others speculated it was about backlash over her evolving identity, especially after she spoke out about feeling pressured to label herself as lesbian. Then there's the practical side. Reports suggest her US tour might have been underselling, with her team eyeing a bigger fan base in the UK. JoJo addressed it on her website, writing, "This breaks my heart, but I promise I'll be back soon." She even teased new Europe shows, hinting at a shift in focus. But there's more to this story than just tour dates. Speaking of career moves, rumors started flying that JoJo was dropped by Columbia Records after less than a year. Her latest single, Bulletproof, came out independently, which had fans connecting dots that weren't necessarily there. Some headlines tried to tie it to her going public with Chris, but that's a stretch. A music insider told Daily Mail, JoJo's EP underperformed. It's more about numbers than her personal life. Still, the timing raised eyebrows, especially as reports surfaced that she's been scouting UK labels while performing gigs in London. Is she uprooting her career for love? Or is this just a smart pivot to a market where her fan base is growing? Either way, JoJo's not sitting still. She's chasing new opportunities while the rumor mill keeps spinning. And that's not even the wildest part of her year. Let's talk about JoJo's personal evolution, because it's been a journey. At 17, she came out as pansexual, telling fans, "I don't care about gender." But by 2025, she'd felt boxed in, saying in a U Magazine interview, "I called myself lesbian because of pressure, but sexuality is fluid." Now identifying as queer, JoJo's been vocal about rejecting labels that don't fit. This shift sparked heated online debates, especially when she canceled her Pride performance. Some fans questioned her place in the LGBTQ+ community, with one ex post reading, "Dating a guy during Pride Month? Bad move." Others defended her, pointing out that queer and pansexual identities don't exclude dating men. JoJo clapped back in her signature style. Love is love, any way you look at it. Her openness has inspired some, but it's also put her under a microscope, with every move dissected. And yet, she's not done surprising us. One of those surprises? Her big dreams of motherhood. JoJo's been open about wanting kids, revealing in 2024 that she had a sperm donor lined up and plans to use surrogates for 3 children she'd call technical triplets. She even got tattoos of their names, Freddie for a girl, and twin boys Eddie and Teddy. But in a recent interview, she laughed it off, saying, "Those names? Nope, I was wild for that." Her new pick? Silva Siwa. It's a bold choice, and it shows how JoJo's plans keep evolving. She's even said a future partner who doesn't vibe with her baby names is a deal breaker. But with Chris in the picture, fans are wondering how he fits into this vision, or if he's even on board. And that brings us to another hot topic. The age gap between JoJo and Chris has raised more than a few eyebrows. At 32, Chris is a decade older, and his Love Island past, where he dated a witty, mature woman, Patricia Paytas, has fans questioning his intentions. On Trisha's podcast, she called the pairing weird and creepy, saying, "JoJo feels young, like she's still a kid with her glitter and bows." Others echoed this on X, with one user writing, "A 32-year-old chasing JoJo's sparkle? Sounds like he's after clout." To be fair, there's no proof Chris is using JoJo for fame, but the skepticism persists, especially given his reality TV background. JoJo, though, seems unbothered, praising Chris as her best friend, who treats her like the only girl in the world. Still, the age gap and their ambiguous relationship status keep the doubters talking. So where does JoJo go from here? Her 2025 has been a roller coaster. Breakups, cancellations, identity shifts, and a maybe romance that's got everyone guessing. She's faced backlash, heartbreak, and career hurdles. But if there's one thing JoJo Siwa's proven, it's that she's unpredictable. Whether she's chasing love with Chris, redefining her identity, or planning a family named Silva, she's doing it on her terms. And that's what keeps us watching. Is she in love, or is this all a masterclass in keeping the spotlight? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm dying to know. JoJo's story is far from over, and something tells me the next chapter is going to be just as wild.